Here's a goal almost everyone starting out gets wrong. They aim for $10,000 a month before they've made a single dollar. The problem with that goal isn't the number. It's that it skips the most important psychological milestone in any online income journey. Your first $1,000. The first $1,000 is not about the money. It's proof. It's proof the model works, that people will pay you, that you're not just consuming content about making money, you're actually making some. And once you have that proof, everything changes. The hesitation shrinks. The execution gets faster. The second $1,000 comes much more quickly than the first. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 specific paths to your first $1,000 online with no existing audience, no social following, and no startup capital. These are ranked from fastest time to money to slowest. Path 1. Direct outreach for a service. Time to first $1,000, 2 to 4 weeks. This is the fastest path. You identify a specific skill you have or can quickly develop, package it into a clear offer, and reach out directly to potential buyers. No platform, no algorithm, no waiting. Here's the exact sequence. Pick one of these 5 entry-level services: Google Business Profile Optimization, Social Media Caption Writing, Cold Email Copywriting, Basic SEO Blog Post Optimization, or LinkedIn Profile Rewriting. Each of these takes 2 to 4 hours per client and can be charged at $150 to $300 per project. Now go to LinkedIn and search for small business owners, local service businesses, or solopreneurs in a specific niche. Send them this message: I help type of business with specific problem. I noticed specific thing about their online presence. Would you be open to a free 10-minute call? Don't pitch in the first message. Get the call. On the call, present one specific thing you'd do for them and the exact result it would produce. Charge $150 to $250 for your first client. Below market, but the goal is proof and a testimonial. Do it excellently. Ask for a referral. Repeat. 7 clients at $150 each is your first $1,000. That's 7 conversations, 7 deliverables, and potentially 7 testimonials, all of which make client 8 and 9 easier to close. Path 2. Sell one digital product to a warm audience you already have. Time to first $1,000, 2 to 6 weeks. You don't need an audience of thousands. You need 50 to 100 people who trust you and have the problem you're solving. For most people, that already exists. It's in your professional network, your LinkedIn connections, your old colleagues, or a niche community you participate in. Here's how to find your product idea. Think about the most common question you get asked in your professional or personal life. What do people come to you for? What have you figured out that most people in your circle haven't? That knowledge gap is your product. Build a 10 to 15 page PDF, a Notion template, or a simple spreadsheet calculator. Price it at $27 to $47. Put it on Gumroad. Takes 15 minutes to set up. Write a post in the community or send a message to your network describing the problem and mentioning you built a solution. You don't need to be salesy. Just be direct. I made this because people kept asking me about it. Here it is. If 30 people buy at $37, that's $1,100. You made a thing once. You sold it to people who already knew and trusted you. That's your first $1,000. Path 3. Affiliate marketing through content. Time to first $1,000, 6 to 12 weeks. This path requires more patience, but builds a more durable income stream. You create content, YouTube videos, blog posts, or a newsletter, targeting specific search queries in a niche where you can recommend relevant products or services with affiliate commissions. The fastest version of this? Find 3 to 5 SaaS tools in a niche you know well. Sign up for their affiliate programs. Create one piece of content for each tool, either a review, a tutorial, or a comparison with a competitor. Optimize each piece for the specific search term someone would type when they're considering that tool. Beehive versus Substack. Best email tool for solopreneurs. How to use Kajabi for beginners. These are high-intent searches. People looking for this content are close to making a purchase decision. Your content catches them at the decision point and earns a commission when they click through and convert. At $50 to $200 commission per referral depending on the program, you need between 5 and 20 conversions to hit $1,000. That's achievable within your first 10 to 15 pieces of content if you're targeting the right keywords. Path 4. Offer a cohort or workshop. Time to first $1,000, 2 to 5 weeks. This is one of the most underrated paths and works particularly well if you have a specific professional skill or knowledge area. You don't need a course platform. You don't need a big audience. You need 6 to 10 people willing to pay $97 to $197 for a live virtual workshop where you teach them one specific thing over 2 hours. Find your audience in niche communities: Reddit, Discord servers, Facebook groups, Slack communities for your industry. Post genuinely helpful content for 2 weeks. Then announce you're running a paid workshop. Something like, I'm running a 2-hour live session on specific topic next Saturday. Limited to 10 people. $97 to attend. 10 people at $97 is $970. One person at $197 upgrade bumps you to $1,167. You've crossed $1,000 from one 2-hour session taught live once using knowledge you already have. Here are the 3 things that separate the people who hit their first $1,000 from the people who never do. They stop researching and start doing. The information isn't the bottleneck, the execution is. Every hour you spend watching another income video is an hour you could spend sending one more outreach message, writing one more piece of content, building one more product. They pick one path and commit to it for 30 days, not 2 paths, not 4, 1. The biggest mistake is switching methods every 2 weeks because results aren't instant. Nothing produces results in 2 weeks consistently. 30 days of focused execution on one path will tell you more than 6 months of dabbling across 4. They set a specific numeric goal and a deadline. Not, I want to make money online. I will make $1,000 from specific path by specific date. Write it down. Tell someone. Measure progress weekly. Your first $1,000 is closer than you think. Pick one path. Start this weekend. The free resource this week is a first $1,000 action checklist. It maps out the exact week-by-week steps for each of the 4 paths I covered. It's in the description. Subscribe. 2 new videos every week. See you in the next one.